Hey everyone, I am here to do more of a color spotlight than a wig review, although I will talk about the wig I have on a little bit, but I'm here to talk about the color 7H by Henry Margu. I am wearing this color in the Nora wig, 7H. I don't really have a lot of experience with Henry Margu wigs. I only have one, and that's Harper. And I'm really curious about Henry Margu. The colors are a bit different than your typical colors, and so it can be really hard to know which color to purchase. I purchased Nora on eBay, actually, from a Wig Sister. And so whenever I buy on eBay, I ask a lot of questions because it can be risky to purchase on eBay. Well, it can be risky to purchase anywhere, but eBay in a way that maybe the Facebook groups aren't, because you don't know anything about the seller. And so this person that I bought from, this was her personal wig, and she has a very robust eBay channel with lots and lots of really good ratings, but she hadn't really sold wigs, and she had gone through chemo and purchased this wig to wear while she was going through chemo, and she doesn't need it anymore. She said she only wore it a handful of times, and it's in pristine condition. So it turns out it was one, it was a good purchase, and I'm a fan of eBay, but I'm also a fan of being smart. The reason I'm not doing a real full review of Nora, I'll talk a little bit about Nora, is because I couldn't find her online anywhere. I did find her on the Henry Margu website. My suspicion is that Nora is one of those wigs that is available in wig shops and not with online retailers. I could be wrong, but I didn't find any online, and I'm assuming she probably bought it someplace, a wig store, or someone got her in touch with someone because of her going through chemo and losing her hair. So if you have a wig shop near you and you are a fan of Henry Margu and you know the shop carries Henry Margu, ask them about Nora because Nora is beautiful. I will post a link to the Very Best Little Hairhouse. I always get that wrong, but Debra Heim owns that. It's in Sharon, Pennsylvania. But she also is active on Facebook, and so if you were interested in Nora, she could purchase it for you. I did check with her because I hate to put a wig out there and then not have anybody be able to get it. So I wanted to offer you guys a resource in case you're interested. But mainly why I'm here is I want to talk about 7H. Because again, these colors by Henry Margu can be a little tricky. And so I thought, well, I got one in my possession, so I'm going to post it. 7H is a very pretty brunette. It's very dynamic with a lot of highlighting, and you can see that here. My bathroom lighting tends to pull pretty warm, so I'm going to give you guys an outside look at her, but I wanted to just go ahead and show this to you in here because I think it does represent the color well in indoor lighting. It's got a base of probably a 4, I'm guessing. It says 7. I don't know that that's a 7. The hard part is when they use things like 7H, it doesn't really tell you anything about the color codes. And this H, when it's an H, my understanding is that means you can see visible highlights, and you really can. It's like a neutral golden color. This is not a warm brown. It's not an ashy brown. It's just a neutral brown. There are no red tones in this brown whatsoever. And the highlight running through is a very golden highlight. Let me untuck this. It's just a very golden, not overly warm color. It's super pretty. Super pretty. I really like this color a lot. It's kind of a medium brunette. It's not super dark. It's not light brown. So I just say for most brunettes who don't mind visible highlights, this is going to be a very good color for most. I'm going to take her off and give you guys a little look. These hair fibers are great. Considering that it's a used wig, they're silky, they're not overly dry, they just feel wonderful. I can see this wig lasting and lasting and lasting. This is a fully hand-tied cap with a lace front and a full mono top. It's the premium. It's the like cream of the crop cap features, fully hand tied. It does have silicone ear tabs, which is why I'm getting, it's more of a medical treatment of it, which is why I'm guessing she came across it having going through chemo and knowing, she was just going to wear a wig temporarily. It does have an extended nape. It has the pull adjusters, the silicone ear tabs. I can't tell. I don't think they have metal in them for adjusting. The cap fits me very, very well. This hand-tied cap is just gorgeous. And again, because it's hand-tied, the hair, if you got in the wind, it's just going to look like it's growing right out of your scalp. Something that I think is really important to know about this piece, it's extremely, extremely lightweight. It weighs next to nothing, and the hair is not dense. It's not thick. There's no permatease whatsoever in this wig, no poof. It looks just like someone's natural hair. I mean, I just don't know that any wig, honestly, could look more realistic than this one, except for one made exactly like this, but with human hair, because this is synthetic, not human hair. But other than that, it's just so realistic. It's also a right side part, which I'm having to sort of get used to because I am a left side parter, and I always have been. So it's just a happy coincidence that nearly every wig that only has a mono part is a left side mono part, because that's just what I happen to be. But this is an opposite from your typical. So the lace front on this is excellent. It's really, really good. The hair on the front is pretty densely knotted. You can't really see the knotting, but it's pretty dense. And so I think it just lends itself to the style where it just does this. It just hugs the head and is perfect. It's the perfect bob. It'd be tough to pull it off because of how it's densely knotted. I don't think you would need to though. And that monofilament is so good. I'd probably put a little foundation on there, or maybe a little silicone medical tape to draw that out a little bit. I don't know that it's really necessary, but I really like that look. I do that with, I have a Christie by John Renault, which is also a hand-tied cap. Something I don't really like about this piece, and I'm considering not keeping her, to be quite honest with you, not because there's anything wrong with the hair. The hair feels great. The color is awesome. It's just how flat she is. I mean, there is no poof at all, and you're not getting any poof out of this one. I mean, she's just hand-tied, lowish density. And so if you are someone who really likes a classic bob that's just flat to the head, there's nothing wiggy about this at all. This would be perfect for you. Because my face is so round, I just think it calls too much attention to my chubby cheeks because it's so flat. And that, I do struggle with that. Other than that, I love this wig. Just everything about it. I can't think of anything negative to say about it. So I hope this was helpful with the color. If you're able to maybe check out a Nora, or you like styles like this, fully hand-tied, all the bells and whistles, super, super good, realistic density, no permatease, no poof. This is really spectacular. And so I'm going to get outside. I'm going to show you this outside so you can see the color outside. And then if you have any questions, you can let me know. But hopefully it helped you at least with 7H. If not, with another wig, that could be a possibility for you. Thanks for watching. Stick around for the outside look. Hey guys, here is the color 7H by Henry Margu in Outside Light. I'll walk around so you can see. I just wanted to show it against a darker background. Such a pretty color, really, really dynamic. It's really windy out here. Look at those highlights. Really, really pretty. I tucked her because it was so windy when I first got out here. It was blowing in my lip gloss. 7H. Really dynamic. Really neutral. No red tones. A little ashy, but not too bad. Just pretty neutral. I hope this was helpful.